worked with Goldberg. Yeah, I did.
How did that come about?
Well, I was okay. I was talking about the shop, right, with me and Roddy. So we were about 8 or 9 years in, and I already had the place down to where I knew I was going to pay it off. And so everybody, that's when they started doing the switch over to WCW, and everybody was getting these big contracts. Of course, I'm still in the business. I know everybody, and they're calling me, Lenny, you need to come get some of this gravy, boy. These guys are handing out contracts. What are you doing sitting on your ass at the damn transmission shop, And so I decided, well, hell, maybe I'll see what they'll do. And I went over. This threw me, man. I went there, and I've been working. I told you how long, 17 years, 16. I went over and they go, okay, you got this is your tryout match. I'm going to tryout. I started laughing. I said, hey, first of all, I was in the business before all you guys were telling me I got to try out. So that's okay. That's what we do nowadays. I go, okay. And thank God they give me Eddie Guerrero. I said, brother, that's another one I should have mentioned earlier. I couldn't have got a better guy to work with. I mean, he's like, and so I went, this is my tryout match, Eddie Guerrero. I said, thank you. And so we had a hell of a match. So then Bischoff coming to me and says, okay, we're going to sign you for 2 years, give you $150 a year. And I know you have the transmission shop. You only have to work like 10 days a month. I went, serious? I said, where's the paperwork? Holy shit, dude. Let's get it done. So I was all happy with it, but it didn't come through. It didn't happen. So I don't know what happened. I still don't know who said what or whatever. But after about a month, and they still said they're getting things together, I finally went to Terry Taylor and I said, hey, brother, I got a family over there. I got a business. I said, somebody needs to get off shitter and just get something going. Or, I can't just keep flying from one place to the next, and all that. So he goes, and then after that, I got a notice that this is your last booking. And so, but before that, I went to TV and they had me on an off TV match. To answer your question, I got way off. I'm sorry. It's an off TV match. And so I'm talking this. I don't know who this guy was. A guy, maybe he's a black fellow, but he was huge. I ain't never seen a guy this big. He was, like 6'7", but he was ripped. And I don't know where he's like from Nigeria or something. I don't know who he was. I haven't seen him again. So they said, I'm working with him. I said, oh, shit. So I set him down. He's a really nice guy. And I said, well, let's talk this over. This guy's going to kill me out here accidentally, right? All of a sudden, Jimmy Hart comes up and taps me on the shoulder and goes, hey, they need to talk to you down here. I said, who does? Kevin Sullivan. I said, oh, okay. I knew what was coming. And that's when Goldberg was on that streak where he was beating so many people. I went, oh, you got to be kidding. I said, okay, here we go. So I went down there and Goldberg sitting in a chair. And they go, listen, I said, okay. And so that's how that happened, And so I went out there. It's like a squash job. I jumped him, bam, bam, bam. Here we go, jackhammer. Or do the spear, the jackhammer, and away we go,
Would you imagine back then that he'd still be main eventing pay-per-views all this time later?
No, I did. I thought he was, after he quit there or got whatever happened when he took off from WWE, I figured that was the end of it. When he started doing the movies and trying to do the other things. But now I didn't think he'd be back, but I didn't think he needed the money to come back. But I don't know.
Apparently, it's $3 million a year for 3 matches a year plus bonuses. So.
No, that's not too bad. Boss, I was in Kansas City when I did that. I think it was Kansas City, and I'm not exaggerating. They had like an 18-wheeler rig, and they said, man, they had sold out of T-shirts of his that night, and they had like half of that pack with us. I said, they sold all that shit. I couldn't believe it. So I don't know what he makes on merch too. Unbelievable, right? Damn.
It's also an issue that they don't have any new stars, so they have to use guys like him that were older, that were over in previous eras.
Yeah, they did that with Piper and all Snooker, all those guys forever, trying to build up other guys, But they need to definitely get some. One thing that it's. I don't know what you think about this, but I think I just wonder how this will work now. I know when I was working on top in the business, when I was on top, that we got paid by how many tickets were sold. Now they get paid off the TV revenue. How much money do you think they'd make if they had to go back to that with some of the talent they have now?
Okay. They lost money on house shows before COVID the last couple of quarters. So
that's what I'm saying, so
they don't have to draw anymore.
I mean, the guys used to actually draw money. I'd average $3,000 a week in the 80s.
Yeah.
We would actually draw that much money. Well, we had to draw a lot of money to make that, and that was a good territory. Mid-South was on fire, but it took a lot of good workers and a lot of guys. And, I don't know how that would work today, if they could do that or not. I don't know.
Do you think they'd be breaking kayfabe as much if they had to get paid off the house?
Hell no, they'd be protecting the business. Or they'd starve to death. Because they want that to me the most that they possibly can, because that's why, people say, brother, hey, I've had guys, I've had guns pulled on me 2 different times. People try to cut me. I mean, man, they believed it. And you had to be a good enough worker to make them believe it. But I'm just saying, I wish there was 10 million more like that, because I'd have made a lot more money, But that's the way it was back then. But everything changes. I know, understand. I just wonder if they'd be able to feed their family on what they drew. Then they'd be really concerned about getting over. Like you got to get over instead of different things they do on there now. But I don't know, because they make money from a lot of different places now. Like, hell, we didn't even get merchandise money. When I was a heel, the baby faces did.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.